Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. Let's talk about Robotaxis and Tesla. And I did make a video, guys, last weekend. I made a video on Saturday. Let me pull it up for you guys. I told you guys, like, when Elon Musk talks, when he tweets, when he says a thing, guess what's going to happen? We're going to see the stock move. Here it is. Here is the video. I made this video on April 6th, 2 days ago, on Saturday. 145 people watched it. Calls will print if this happens. I think it was obvious to me that Elon Musk tweeting, hey, Robotaxi's incoming, was going to send the stock soaring, which is exactly what happened. And that's exactly what we're seeing here on the charts. We're seeing a stock that is moving on that piece of news, among other things, of course. We do have resistance and we are inside a wedge. We'll see if it breaks out of this wedge to the upside. That is what I would be looking for if you're looking to play more calls. Now, with that out of the way, let's talk about why you should be excited for Tesla. Okay, robotaxis. Tesla will reveal its robotaxi design on August 8th. According to a source, Elon Musk is going all in on robotaxi. Wait, robotaxis? So are we going to replace Uber drivers? Is it going to be as cheap as Uber? Like what? I wonder what the pricing is going to be on these robotaxis. I wonder how it's going to work. It's going to be interesting. Tesla is increasingly a bet on autonomy. I mean, it is the future. We're gonna have robots. That is the future. Like, all those movies where you see robots and cars driving themselves and walking themselves and just doing everything. Yeah, that's gonna be the future, and it's coming pretty fast. So fast, people are scared. Like, oh, that machine can do what I can do, but better. Huh? Earnings will be coming up for Tesla. That is something that I want to touch on. Earnings will be coming soon, and because they did deliver less vehicles, you guys remember that. I'm not sure if you guys remember that one. Tesla stock deliveries. Yeah. So here's the article that I'm talking about. Tesla shares fall after deliveries drop 8.5% from a year ago. This was Tesla's first year-over-year decline in deliveries since 2020. That is something that maybe puts on earnings. I know someone mentioned it in one of the comments. Earnings might be puts on earnings. Look at earnings here. Boom, huge drop. Here it didn't even move anywhere. Like ever since, like every earnings has just been horrible. For the past five earnings, we've just been dropping every earnings, and the fact that they're having less deliveries year over year, it doesn't bode well for the stock. Right now, short term, sure, we got our pop on the Robotaxi hype, is essentially what's happening here. But on April 23rd, we're going to get earnings for Tesla. And I think a bet to the downside would not be a bad idea just based on the history of all these drops. Here it didn't even go anywhere. It did drop technically speaking, but here again, like it just every earnings has been just a dump. So it wouldn't be a bad bet. And I know there's some of you who are thinking, so you're saying I should buy calls. All right, you're going to do the opposite. I know, that's just how it is. Some people are going to play the downside, upside. I would look to play the downside just because of the decrease in deliveries, regardless of the robotaxi hype. That is right now. For earnings, I would expect earnings for this to tank. But you never know. That is just my opinion. That is what I will be looking for. I will be looking to see if we get a run into earnings. You'll notice, let me pull up earnings again. You'll notice that before earnings, a couple of days before earnings, we tend to have some green days. Here's another run up into earnings, sideways action, run up into earnings. So for the most part, except for here's the exception. We kind of just went sideways in anticipation of earnings, kind of like we were all waiting to see what would happen, and then we dumped. So that's it. If you want to play the long side, watch for this wedge breakout. For earnings, maybe look for a run up in anticipation of earnings, and then take profit before earnings. And then if you want to play earnings, probably puts just based on its history. And that is it for the video, guys. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Helps out the channel. I will see you guys in the next one.